Hi everybody, this is Mr. Turkelson. Here's a little quick how-to on how to do exercise 20F, which I assigned, hopefully in class, as homework. I know not hopefully for you, but hopefully I'm being a good teacher and actually giving you homework once in a while here. Exercise 20F asks you to, well, you're given a list of verbs, okay? So in this column here, what you're going to have is a present tense verb and then a perfect form of that verb. So a present and a perfect tense here. So, for example, nekamos and nekavimus. We kill and we killed. We did kill. You're going to remember that V from perfect tense that we had before the vacation. So the idea here is to kind of deduce or come up with, even without looking up, the principal parts for this verb given what you see over here. So you're not asked to do the fourth principal part. We're just looking at first, second, and third. This, if you look up this verb in the glossary, you're going to see neko, nekare, nekavi, nekatos. And of course, you could actually look up each one of these verbs and just quickly write out these principal parts. But I really would like you to think about this and just, see if you can deduce this without cutting to the chase and getting it over with. Nekamos, you know that long A certainly looks like first conjugation. That's an RA verb. That long A sort of gives that away. So from that alone, you should be able to come up with neko, nekare. Now, when you look at nekavimos, this is the perfect tense, and that's what the third principal part, this third column here, one, two, three, this third column is for that third principal part, which is really where we get perfect tense verbs from. You can deduce that nekavi from this nekavimus. This happens to mean we killed. And we know that imos is just the first person's plural ending for that is, this imos has been added on to what is called that perfect stem there. So nekav is the perfect stem, and onto that in this column just goes a long I here, which shows I. The long I means literally I did something. In this case, I killed. So that's the idea. Using the present tense, try to figure out what you're going to have for the first two columns here. And then using this perfect, the second verb here that you see, use that to figure out what the third column should look like. So I'll give you two more gimmies here, okay? Intrant and intraverunt, again, follows a very similar pattern to this one here. You see that A there, and you're going to know that this is another first conjugation verb. So you're going to really just follow the pattern. Intro here and intrare here, and take a wild guess what's going to go right, what's going to go here. It'll be based on this stem that you see right here, everything up to the ending. Again, perfect endings are e isti it, emos istis erunt. So we're going to stop there, right where my arrow is here, right? We're going to say intrav, and that's going to go over here, and then we're just going to put a long I on it for I entered. For another one, like let's say, I'm going to leave discadimus alone. Maybe you'll have trouble remembering whether this is a third or a fourth um, conjugation verb, but one difference between third and fourth is if this were a fourth conjugation verb, this would be a long I right there and not a short I. So this is going to be certainly a third conjugation verb there. But let's just do one more. You see here, see the difference between custodimus and discadimus. So there is a long I there. So this one we're going to know is a fourth conjugation verb. If you don't remember it off the top of your head that this is custodio, custodire, you can deduce it from that long I there, and you get the first two columns from that: custodio, custodire, and once again deduce the third column from this perfect verb here, custodivimus. So again, everything up to the ending. The ending here is imos. Once again, e is the it, imos is this eron. So we're going to stop at the V, and we're going to put custodiv right here and just add on that long I. So this is going to be in this column custodivi. All three: custodio, custodire, custodivi. And that is all there is to this exercise. I hope that that will not be too difficult for you. Um, then you have 2 days to do this, by the way, so there should be no doubt about your ability to do this. So you can always come find me if you're still not sure after this explanation here. This one may give you a little bit of problem here, but think about estis. What is that from? Where have you seen estis? And then see if you can deduce those principal parts. This is an irregular verb. You might not have seen this at all, but you have seen this. Where does that show up? Okay, so I hope this helps, and I will see you Friday, I guess, is the next time we'll see each other.